Hello, everyone. Good day and welcome to our interactive webinar on why e-learning is the future of corporate training. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Una Montague and I'm the training manager at Technically Right IT. Today, we're going to encourage you to participate in this session by using your smartphone. Shortly, you'll be shown a QR code by Heidi, which you can scan with your phone. This will take you to a link where you can participate in polls and answer questions throughout the webinar. If you don't have your phone handy because you've given it to a toddler to keep them quiet for the next 30 minutes, then there's going to be a URL that Heidi's going to give you and you can access the link this way shortly. If you'd like to ask Heidi any questions during the session, just add them to the chat and Heidi will answer these in the Q&A at the very end. Now, a little bit about Heidi. Dr. Heidi Staples is a senior instructional designer here at Technically Right IT. She holds a Master of Fine Arts from Syracuse University and a PhD in English Literature and Creative Writing from the University of Georgia. Heidi is also a published author, but most importantly for us here today, Heidi has over 20 years experience in teaching, lecturing, and curriculum development. We're really proud to have Heidi as part of the TWI team, and we're excited for her to share her experience with you today on the role of e-learning in the future of corporate training. Welcome, Heidi.
Thank you, Una, for that lovely introduction. And hello, everyone. Thank you for attending today to talk about why e-learning is the future of corporate training. 2022. It is the best of times. It is the worst of times. Today, we're going to talk about how to keep you feeling more like this fella on the left. In a second, I'm going to share with you some statistics about this time we're living in that will help us understand the critical role of e-learning for corporate adaptation. You'll have the chance to download a PDF at the end of the webinar with all the sources that I'm going to cover. Throughout today's webinar, I'll be asking you questions and we'll learn from each other with audience engagement. So let's get to it. 2022. It is the best of times. It is the worst of times. It is the rise of remote working and employee satisfaction. It is the post-COVID world with a disrupted economy and the lurking memory, for some of us, of forced homeschooling. It is the Great Relearning, what's also called a reskilling emergency. It is the Great Quit with en masse resignations. And it should be said, it's also a time of geopolitical unrest. It is the fourth industrial revolution with the capacity to increase global income and improve quality of life for peoples of the world. It is the acceleration of automation, which will put many people out of work. It is the acceleration of automation, which will put many people into new work. It is a time of change, a time to adapt from the old world to the new. Today, we're going to take a look at how corporations are using e-learning to adapt within these uncertain times. When we're finished, you'll have a clear idea of e-learning as an evolutionary tool and how its inclusion in a learning program can have a compounding impact on a company's employee satisfaction, efficiency, entrepreneurialism, and overall excellence. To help communicate this, I'll tell you a tale of two companies. One company keeps trucking along like it's pre-COVID 2017. That's these guys on the left. The other company takes stock of what's happening, like what you're doing by being here today. They begin an important process of adaptation.